Man versus bear. The trend that's been going on TikTok where they go and they ask girls around and they tell them, if you were stuck in a forest, would you like to be stuck with a bear or a man?
Hi everyone!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to another episode of Minds in Neutral, your favorite podcasters.
Facts.
Girls, sit back, relax, and listen to us chit chat. Thursday. It's Thursday. It's time to get your mind in neutral.
Oops. Here.
Okay.
Sitting backs.
Boxes. We're sitting in the boxes and we're relaxing.
We're relaxing.
Anyway, babe, how are you? How was your week?
I'm good. The week was I have exams soon, so I've been studying and trying to get my life together.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you finding that? Like studying and everything?
I don't know, guys. Studying for me is like a hard exercise.
It's a chore for her.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It is really, really hard. I can barely keep my focus for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. She is still sick.
Yeah.
So, inshallah.
And I made her sick too.
Yeah.
She's a bit like...
My nose is a bit like runny.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Inshallah, like, we'll both get better soon. But yeah, my week has been pretty good. Uni has been pretty chill. I've joined a club in uni and that's really exciting. Like, they've assigned me tasks and everything. And I'm liking it so far. Like, I'm liking where it's taking me.
That's
and
good,
I like the energy in it. Alhamdulillah. And it's a very much like a go type of group.
Yeah.
In a club. It's not like the clubs that just kind of do nothing in uni. They have a lot of events going on and I'm really enjoying that. Like, I'm liking the atmosphere and I'm making friends that I wouldn't normally have made.
That's nice.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I was just kind of thinking about it. I was like, I'm leaving uni soon. I don't want to leave with at least no club experience or nothing where I'm like being involved with other people. So let me join something and join something that will also benefit my career. So I do like more of their marketing and things like that. So it's been really enjoyable. I've been really liking that.
That's good.
But you were telling me about this trend that you saw on TikTok that I have no idea about. Like, I've seen the word. I don't understand the concept.
Okay.
What's about?
Man versus bear.
Okay.
So it's a trend that's been going on TikTok where they go and they ask girls around and they tell them, if you were stuck in a forest, would you like to be stuck with a bear or a man?
Okay.
And surprisingly, a lot of the women said
a bear.
A bear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they think that being stuck alone with a man is dangerous.
Okay.
Rather than a bear.
Okay.
And it kind of shocked me that women would rather be stuck with an animal that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know, like a bear, they're big and everything.
It's not like a cute little cuddly one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than being stuck with a man in the forest. And that shocked me. And what is it called? There was this news that came up and it was about 4 men that went to like a forest or something like that. And they R-worded a lizard.
What?
Killed it, cooked it, and ate it.
What?
Yeah.
Where was this?
And of course in the US,
okay.
I think so.
Probably.
I'm not sure. And they were like, see, even a lizard would prefer a bear over a man.
That is so insane.
And then another story that came around, and I think it was also a study that when they asked men, like, would you do something like against a woman if there was no one watching? And there was a huge percent of them that said yes.
I would. If no one knew and if no one found out, I would, like, for example, like harass them or do something to them. And that is so insane to me. If there was no consequences.
Yeah. And they said it without hesitating. Yeah, there was no hesitation. And I was like, oh my God, that is so scary.
Yeah.
And what about you? Like, would you, if you were stuck in a forest?
I don't know why I have such a traditional mindset where I'm like, yeah, I would pick a man because I'm thinking like together, both of our minds would help us get out of that forest.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you can tell I'm so like positive and rainbows and sunshine.
Yeah.
But like, thankfully, the men that I've experienced in my life have not like done me so dirty to the point where I'm like, I can't be around a
You
man.
know what I feel like you're thinking? Because a man in Arabic, it's translated to rijal, rajul.
Yeah.
And rajul is like the man that will actually support you,
protect you,
the man
provide.
that will protect you, the man that will provide. But then, because in Arabic, the wordings mean so much.
Yeah.
You know, like sabi or walad. Walad's like a boy. Walad is like, you know, he's not gonna help you out.
Yeah. Like he's a tiny kid.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
Or like even if he's like a grown man, you know, physically, but he's still a boy because he acts like a boy.
Yeah.
And I think there was actually a surah in the Quran that picked the word rajul than picking the word
walad
or male.
Oh, okay.
There's another word for male, dhakar, I think, yeah. But it didn't pick the word male, it picked the word man, because there is a difference between a male
like
and
characteristics. Yeah. Yes, I saw this. I saw a sheikh talk about it.
Yeah.
It was like referring to like the characteristics of actually being a man, and like you could be a male, but you need to have the personality of a man.
Yeah.
The mindset of a man. So this is why in my mind, when you're telling me, would you rather be stuck with a bear or a man? I'm like, yeah, a man, because at least I would have someone there to help me.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking, oh my God, I'm a damsel in distress. Like I need help. I can't protect myself. Obviously I can, like I would figure it out, but like two brains is stronger than one, obviously. Right. And he might have tactics and I might add to that. So I'm like, yeah, I would be stuck with a man. And also because I think I've just had very decent experiences with men where I've never encountered a man that has done anything harmful towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just not like, oh my God, no, don't get me close to them.
Yeah.
You know?
So then if I change the question to a male or a bear, would that change your perspective?
No.
You would still pick the male?
Yeah. Because male to me is just like, I don't know, in English it just sounds like just that's what his gender is. Like, that's what his sex is. I don't think of it in a man, a rajul is like, you know? But I don't know, they both to me in my mind for some reason translate to the same thing. But one has more.
You would feel more safe.
I would feel more safe with one than the other.
Yeah.
Right? But like, I wonder what guys would say. If you ask a guy, would you rather be stuck? I think they would say a woman.
They actually asked the guy, I think I've seen a TikTok where they asked the guy, like, would you be stuck with a man or a bear? And they said bear.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and they even asked them like, oh, what do you think a woman would say? Like, we've asked women this question, what do you think their answer was? And the man himself was like, a bear. Because they know. They know, like, what men are up to. And I feel like that is so interesting to me. And I feel like that's why a lot of, like, when you get in a relationship, okay, or engaged, or, like, you know, whatever it is, but just a relationship with another man, they are always against the idea of having guy friends.
Yeah, because they know their intentions.
No, they know their intentions.
Yeah.
And the amount of like times I've heard men say, like, by the way, a man is not your friend unless he wants something from you, or he is attracted to you or attracted to your friend, and he's trying to get with you so he can get with your friend. Like, he's trying to be your friend so he gets closer to your friend.
Yeah.
He said that those were the three main reasons why a man is friends with you. But having a friendship between a man and a woman, it's not a friendship. He's using you.
But then what about you?
What do you mean? With like my guy friends?
Yeah, like in uni, for example.
See, that's why it really messed me up.
Yeah.
It really did, because I'm like, no, there's no way. Like, I've had like, because I was like brought up in an international school, and
like a community.
It was mixed and everything, and it was fine. Like, I never had the feeling of like, oh no, he is using me because he's trying to get with my friend, or
he wants something from me.
Wants something from me, or like he wants like my study notes, or he wants to like get with me or stuff. I didn't think about it like that, and I don't know if it's because these were Arabs that were telling me that, and he also said something, and he was like, but it might be different if you lived in the West.
That's what I'm saying. I think also because they know nothing is going to come out of being friends with us. Like, you cannot get anything out of being a friend with, like, for example, a Muslim hijabi woman, right?
Mm.
It would just be like a very platonic, surface level friendship.
Yeah.
And I think because we wear the hijab, naturally, there's always going to be that
boundaries.
boundary.
Yeah.
The conversation would still have a boundary. What we talk about has boundaries. It's never going to go that far because you yourself respect what you're wearing and the religion that you practice. And he would as well, especially if you live here, and even if you live in the West or something like that. I think people are not stupid and naive to understand that there is some sort of level and there's some boundary that just cannot be crossed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not going to say, oh, it doesn't apply to us, because I'm sure there's probably some women who have faced men who have, you know, done horrible things to them, even if they're hijabi, even if they're Muslim, even if they're Arab, right? Because you never know the guy's intention. But I think being in the position that we're in, and that's why I think also hijab is just a form of protection, where it's just like, it's an unspoken thing that you don't really have to explain for yourself, but they know they can't have certain conversations with you. They can't talk about certain topics with you. Not because it's shameful or whatever, but because you just can't cross that line with someone like me. So don't think to even do it, because it's just going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to be turned down. Like, don't try it. Mm-hmm. So I think also that's why I've had like very decent experiences with men, or like guys in general, like in high school and in uni. It's because there's always that boundary, and it's never been crossed, and it inshallah never will be crossed.
Inshallah, yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, yeah, okay, I would pick a man, because like I'm just thinking logically. Mm-hmm. But of course, this is my biased opinion. Other women have different experiences.
Yeah.
And it's so heartbreaking to me to think that we are just collectively all scared of one gender.
Yeah.
Like collectively, men and women can agree that that one gender, like imagine being scared of your own people.
Yeah. Imagine, like, because they know how they think. And that's why it really, like, when they say, like, it's not all men.
Yeah.
That makes me think, I'm like, I know it's not all men, but you think the way they think.
Because for you to tell me to not do that because this is how they think, that means you've thought that thought before.
Yeah. And not only that, but, like, that means that from all the people you've known, they've thought that thought before. Or, like, most of the people. Do you know what I mean?
No. What did you just say?
Like, as a man, I have many guy friends.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say they thought of that thought before. Not all of them, most of them.
Yeah.
So, in your head, you're like, okay, yeah, that's how most men think.
Yeah.
And you yourself generalized it.
Yeah.
You yourself
without realizing.
Men are scary people to be stuck with alone.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't want...
A man said that.
Yeah.
So...
The fact that a man walked by us too.
So... It's just like, I understand not all men are horrible or like scary or would do something they're not supposed to do, or like cross a boundary that they're not supposed to cross. But how would we know? How would we know?
I think that just should come from the way you set up that friendship, to just not ever get too close until like there's a reason to get close, like
which is getting married, guys.
Or just getting married. That's what we mean. Like, don't ever get too comfortable. And I mean this with anyone, because a girl could do the same.
Exactly.
Let's be honest. Like, it's not like we're any better. There are some very scary women in the world. So but I think a lot of the time women get justified a lot for the reasons, for the way that they act. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, oh, she's gone through this, so it's fine, or this or that. And then men just constantly are like, and I'm not trying to defend the man here, please, but like, I'm just saying, like, men constantly get portrayed as like the villain in a lot of stories. And we never really like look back and be like, okay, why is he this way? But with a woman, we give them the benefit of the doubt and we explain, okay, she acted like this because of 1, 2, 3 that happened in her life. Mm-hmm. But with a man, we jump to conclusions. Oh, he's disgusting. I would never want to deal with a man like that. Oh, yuck. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And of course, there's men like that are absolutely horrible. And same thing with women. But as a society, we've justified a lot of the time women's actions more than men. Mm-hmm. And I also think because they have done a lot of publicly horrible things, so it makes sense why we lack that trust with them, and they lack that trust within themselves, within their friend group. They lack that trust. Like, there's certain men that don't like for you to even be around their friends because they're like, oh, I don't know, like of course ghira and everything, but it's like to the extent where it's like
I don't trust my own friends.
So then why are you, I don't know, like at the end of the day, I get this concept of you can't free mix and everything, but the world is free mixing.
Yeah.
We free mix everywhere. You go to a mall, you're free mixing. You walk on the road, you're free mixing.
You're studying, you're free mixing.
You're learning, so your professor's going to be a man or a woman. Like you're going to free mix.
Yeah.
So why do we lack so much, like, why do men lack so much trust within each other? It makes me feel like, are you also that type of man? Or, but then it could also just be awareness.
It could be, yeah. I mean, I think we're already like aware enough.
Yeah, more than enough.
And see, listen, like we're not trying to say that all men are bad and not safe and all of that stuff, because like they are meant to be our protection. They are meant to be, you know, the ones that we rely on, that, you know, if we fall back, they're there to like hold us, you know?
Yeah.
But it just depends on, for me, I still think about it in the Arabic way. Is he a male or is he a man?
I think
Because all of these people that we were talking about right now, they're just males.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not men.
There's still men that exist, but a lot of males have lost touch with what it means to be a man.
Yeah. They think that because they're males, they are men.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. You actually need to work for it.
Yeah.
You need to work to earn the title.
Because it is a title.
It is a title.
And you need to be taken seriously. Like, especially, like, for example, if you're getting married, not any man that shows up to your house is going to be, like, accepted.
The one, yeah.
Yeah, or the one. Because did you earn that? Like, can that family trust you to be a man to take care of the daughter, to provide, to make sure? And I'm not just saying, you know, I'll pay the bills and all these things, but genuinely just being a man has so much characteristics that we have washed away, I think, in society. And that's why it's like, I always think it's just best to find a man that has the same values as us, as in you and me.
Yeah.
Where it's like they didn't lose touch with the essence of being a man, especially in Islam.
Yeah.
But also not to the point where they can't modernize themselves with what the reality is currently.
Yeah.
Because you need to keep a balance. This is just how life is. You need to adapt to the current times of where you're living, you know, and how life is right now. But I don't know, bro. That's just so crazy to me to think that like a lot of women picked a bear
instead of a man.
Like, I would be literally like, oh my God, I would be shaking if there was a bear in front of me. But like, okay,
because see, with a bear, you know what to do. If a bear comes close to you, first of all, no eye contact, just play dead. And they leave you. They leave you, they let you be. They don't just attack you. They attack you if you show them that you're trying to endanger them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a simple thing. Don't try to intimidate them. Don't try to intimidate the bear.
Yeah.
And if a bear, you feel like a bear is getting angry and is about to attack you, play dead.
Yeah.
Simple. Khalas. Yeah. Leaves. They're gone. But with a man, there isn't like something that you can do. You don't have to even intimidate them or they push any buttons or anything. It just happens.
With a man?
With a man.
Or a male?
Oh, with a male. Sorry. Sorry.
With the male.
With the male.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to push any buttons or do anything. It just happens.
Yeah.
They push their buttons themselves.
I wonder why this is the way it is. Like, I really wonder how we came about to having so many like men like this.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? What's going on? Like, why are we so fearful? Like, I understand because of the events that have occurred, but what caused these events? Like, how is there such an influx of them as well? Because it's so much also at the same time, the amount of stories that you hear, it's just like, I mean, from all the girls that I know in my life, at least, not even at least, like every single one has faced some sort of conflict with a man where it harmed her physically or mentally or emotionally. And it's just like, why does this happen so often? What's going on?
I feel like there's a couple of reasons. Number one, like how we said before, anonymity. See, anyone, not even a male or a man or whatever, once someone is anonymous and they feel like they are anonymous, no one would know who they are. Yeah. No one would find out. They will do something that maybe they're not supposed to do. Yeah. Because, like, that's just the way everyone is. That's like cyberbullying, you know? You feel like you're anonymous. You feel like you can say whatever you want because no one can see you, so you do it. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. You know, but of course, people forget that Allah is watching them 24/7.
But then some people aren't religious, so they don't have that fear.
That fear of
or that Allah. Shame. Yeah. People don't have shame, bro. That's the thing. Yeah. No one has shame. No one has, like... Actually, people just don't have shame anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. And the second thing is because of anonymity, they don't get accountable and they don't face consequences. And even sometimes, by the way, even when people... Let's say they got accountability and people found out, like, you know, you did this. Most of the times when it comes to cases like that, by the way, even like male to female or female to male, like whatever type of like attack it was, the consequences for it is 0 to none. There's barely any consequences that happen. So they're like, oh, that was my consequence? Okay, I'll just do it again. Like, I'm fine with that consequence. I was chilling. Yeah. You know? It's like a slap on the wrist and that's it. Yeah. And I'm like, it just, no, that shouldn't be.
I think that shouldn't be the case. For some people, I'm not going to say men, because for some people, it's like a game to them of how far can I push it.
Oh, yeah.
To see, like, how far can I go without getting caught? Yeah. How much can I do without getting consequences for what I'm doing? And to them, it's just like a little game. Like maybe it's like an adrenaline thing to them where it gets them really excited to do these things.
I watch a lot of like crime documentaries and like serial killer podcasts. And of course, this is about like killing and stuff. It doesn't really, but it's the same thing as if like with serial killers, they're like, oh my God, how much can I challenge the police officers? Yeah. You know, and they get like so like full of themselves that at the end they get caught because of how full of themselves were, because of how they were like, oh, I'm a star at this, like I'm a pro, like I can do this.
It's ego as well.
Yeah. So it is true, like sometimes people just love the game, the vibe of like just the, you know, like, oh my God, I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing and I didn't get caught. Oh my God, wait, let me try to do this instead. Let me try to, you know? Yeah. Let's see when I'll get caught. Yeah. And I don't know.
Do they do that because they're bored, Yani?
I mean,
because like, do you like so many reasons? Do you actually have no excitement in your life that you have to go that far to cause so much damage to maybe another person's life or into your own life, just to spice it up, to add some adventure to what you do?
See, sometimes it's just honestly,
Shahad, he's backing into you.
He wasn't backing into me.
He was so close to your side.
It's fine. That's why I was staring. I'm waiting for him to hit it.
Oh yeah, waiting and no beeping, huh?
Anyways, I think most of the times it's like a biological wiring in the brain that gets.
But then how come so many? What are we producing? See, what's being produced? What's this biological?
There's a lot of stuff. This is one factor, you know, where
no, actually, men need to be studied. Certain men and women need to be studied. Yeah. Because seriously, this is a concern. And like, it's a lot of people's concern to even raise kids in an environment like this. Yeah. Despite like all the things that are coming about and everything. But like, just even having a kid, people are scared to have that because of like how unsafe anyone is.
Yeah. But then there comes a point where it's just like, you just have to raise them the best you can. Yeah. Like there's nothing you can't. Everything is unsafe. You know, the world is never going to be a safe place.
It's never predictable.
You know, there is always good and bad in this world. So don't stop your life and the things you want to do just because you're like, oh my God, the world is unsafe.
If anything, I feel like that should motivate people to bring better people into the world instead of just being like, okay, we just have sick people, let's just keep it the way it is. Yeah. I'm not saying, oh, guys, you can change the world. No, but, like, maybe with the one kid you'll have, they might do something and do something better. But yeah, that's so crazy to me. I want to ask all my brothers, like,
Ask
which,
them.
yeah, I want to ask
and
them.
ask all your like your friends, like your girlfriends and
Yeah,
stuff.
I want to see what their answers are.
Because I don't know, like for me, I honestly don't know what I would pick.
Yeah, oh, I didn't ask you. What would you
Yeah.
pick?
I don't know. I might actually go with the bear.
Really?
Yeah. I think I would figure out everything by myself. I don't think I would need a man.
I'm not saying I need a man,
see, the
though.
thing is, I feel like it's just gonna add more concern into my life. Like, I feel like I'm concerned because I'm lost in a forest, but I'm also concerned because I'm stuck in the forest, and I'm concerned that I'm stuck with a man.
Yeah.
Like, anything could happen, and I can't ask for help. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that is true. And even if you wanted to ask for help, who's gonna listen to you?
And plus, the bear might leave, bro. Like, the bear's just gonna vibe with me for a bit, and then probably
it literally
leave.
might just actually mind its business.
You know, like, it's just gonna go find some food for itself. You know, so like, I think a bear knows the forest more than a man. So I can follow the bear around. Maybe he'll take me to like, food area place or like a lake or something, and I can follow the
That's
lake
actually so facts.
to like civilization.
Wow,
I know,
such
right?
an interesting question. That is so interesting. I even want to ask my mom.
Yeah.
I want to ask everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask my mom. Ask your mom. I want to see what our moms think, because our moms they have a even more traditional mindset. I think Mama would say a man.
A man?
Because I think she would think of like our brothers, her sons.
Yeah.
She'd be like, yeah, they'll be there. See, that's the thing. I'm thinking of the positive men in my life. I'm like, oh, my brothers, even my nephews. Like,
you want to be stuck with your nephews, Rina? I think that's the last thing you would want to do.
When they're older, when they're older and wiser and know what to do. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm thinking of intimate, like, relationships with men that I have in my life where they're close to me. I'm not thinking of a random man. If it was a random man, absolutely a bear. But my mind immediately went to like, who do I know that's close to me? Yeah, okay, I would want to be stuck in a forest with my brother Lae or my brother Fad, like, because like we're gonna help each other. I'm not thinking of like,
no, but see, you see that as more of like an adventure. Like, imagine both of us getting stuck in the forest, bro. That would be so cool.
Do you think we'd actually ever get out?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think, we'll have...
Without a doubt, we won't. I think we're going to be stuck there. I think we'd actually be like, you know what? Honestly, it's not that bad here. It's not that bad here. Like, actually, I like this Caribbean life. Island girl.
We'll start taking photo shoots and stuff.
Yeah. Like, wait, let me just put on my Canon.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Where mindsinneutral starts being filmed on a boat instead of a car.
Real.
Yeah.
Bro, that would be such a vibe.
I actually wouldn't mind being stuck on an island with you. We wouldn't get anything done, but we would just vibe.
Oh yeah, we'll vibe.
Yeah. Good enough if we feed ourselves.
No, we will.
Yeah. I'll be like, Shad, I'm hungry. Who do you think would do like more of the labor work? Like to get the fish and to cook it?
See, I would probably cook. You'll probably get the fish.
No.
Like, you'll catch the fish.
I think you would. I don't have the stomach to do this type of stuff. I'll clean up.
Excuse me. Wait. Ooh, I'm just gonna ignore that for now. I think, listen to what I'm thinking.
Okay, listen.
You'll catch the fish.
I'll catch it.
Okay, I'll clean the fish and cook the fish.
Okay, fine.
Does that make sense?
Fine.
Because I don't see her cooking a fish. I mean, cleaning a fish.
I wouldn't do that. I don't have the guts for that.
Yeah.
I would, but I feel like you would do more of like the cooking. Yeah. Of like catching whatever. No, even the catching part. I would do like, you know what? I'm gonna build our house. What?
You're gonna build
that house.
You're gonna chop the trees.
Yeah,
because we have that with us in the forest, right? Oh my god!
But yeah, that is so funny. You know what? Let me close this. I want to go call everyone and just ask about their answers. Call your friends. Call your siblings.
Tell us, guys, in the comments below.
Who would you rather be?
Male or bear?
Male or bear?
Male or bear? Yeah.
Anyway, great episode.
Take care, guys. I hope you all are happy, healthy, and safe.
And inshallah, we'll see you next Thursday. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.